The day has arrived. The long-awaited day. Took about a month between ordering and it arriving. The Garmin Forerunner 225. Just like the Forerunner 220, except this has built-in heart rate monitoring right on your wrist. No chest strap necessary. Let's open this puppy up. The great thing is, this Garmin 225 is actually a remarkable fitness tracker, running and training watch, and if you're thinking about buying one, I am nothing but happy with it. You can find yourself training, just like with other Garmin watches, very effectively with this watch, as it tells you to adjust your pace up or down. Backlit screen looks very nice, and if you're in a brightly lit room or out in the sun, the screen lights up great without the need of the backlight. As you can see, the backlight is pretty nice as well in a dark place. The battery comes partially charged. When I first plugged it in for charging, it didn't need much. You can pair it through Bluetooth to your phone using the Garmin app. And interestingly, when you pair it to your phone through Bluetooth, it does not show up in the phone's Bluetooth settings, but the Garmin Connect app itself is what pairs through Bluetooth to the watch. So as you can see here in the menus, you can set up your training regimes. It'll keep track of your history. There's your PRs, and then your settings. If you have a Garmin device, you're probably very familiar with the menu structure. And when you're at the main screen, you simply tap your red button up in the upper right corner to get started. With the heart rate monitoring on your screen, it'll show you that it's watching for that, Bluetooth pairing, and then satellite reception for the GPS. What is pretty cool is that it'll monitor the heart rate whether you're running or not. Does it always monitor your heart rate while you're out running? And the answer is no, it doesn't have to be. You can set up in the settings for the watch whether you want the heart rate on or off. And that is something that you may consider as far as your own running training needs. As far as your battery conservation desire, the great thing is this watch can be set up quite a bit through the menus itself or with the Garmin app on your computer. Connecting to your computer for the first time, it's not like connecting any other Windows device. Once you plug in your USB, your drivers don't typically just drop right in. You've got to have the Garmin Express app on your computer already. So here we go. I've already got it installed. We will open that up. It's not a super heavy app as far as the storage space on your computer, but it takes a few seconds. And there you can see the Garmin Express app popped open, and through this you can manage your Garmin connected devices. So if you have more than one, you can make sure that here they are all set up and ready for anything you need to do through the USB cable, which any system update to the watch you would do this way. And this is where you also have to be connected to transfer workout plans that you create through the Garmin Connect desktop website. Transfer from the site through Garmin Express to your watch. Following me? It was a little confusing to me the first time, and I had to kind of figure it out on my own because the owner's manual you get with the 225 is not super detailed. You get a quick start paper manual and that's it. If you want more, guess what? Your Garmin Express app on your desktop has more. If you want a big full PDF owner's manual to read through, yes, all right here. One thing I really wanted to do with this 225 is to have a tool to help me train for a marathon. My first marathon. Why a 225? Yes, one of the other Garmin watches could probably have worked. Honestly, the Vivo Active looks cool. I didn't really want a smartwatch because I have an iPhone. I might have just considered Apple Watch. Honestly, I'm not a fan of Apple Watch. And here's what I'm reading from other experts. The heart rate monitoring on this 225 is much better than the heart rate monitoring available in the Apple Watch because of the Mio technology built in here. The heart rate monitoring, the app synchronization, that's why I wanted the 225. That's an aside. Here's where you can do your training plans through the Garmin Connect website. You click in through the menu. Right here is where you would choose whether you want to have a level 1 training plan or level 2 or level 3. I chose level 1 because I thought, okay, it's my first marathon. Honestly, so far, 3 runs a week, it doesn't feel that challenging to me. So I may switch up to a level 2. I've got my training plan selected. You can click here to find a new training plan, which is what I will eventually be doing. And as you can see, there's training plans for 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon. Simple improvement of your health. So this watch and its usability, not necessarily for a running fanatic. Then again, speaking of running fanatic, here you go, sprint and Olympic level training plans. Great thing is once you get these selected, you schedule it into your calendar, which then stores online. And once it is scheduled in your calendar, you can then transfer that to your watch. So let's look at my calendar, and it shows what I have scheduled for training runs. That's the light purple color. And then what I've actually done, the blue box is here. Now, I just started using the watch last week, so don't judge me. Yes, it shows that I've missed quite a few. How do we get this calendar over to your watch so that you can execute one of these plans using the watch? And this is fabulous because of the built-in heart rate monitoring on your wrist. Guess what? It trains you for pace, trains you for heart rate zones. Pretty stinking cool. This took me a while to find. This little button here that looks like an export or a share button, that is how you get your workouts sent to your device. So if you sit here and struggle with this, trying to figure it out if you get the 225 for yourself, hopefully this will be a little help to you. So this is the final step before actually sending the calendar to the watch. And it gives you a little warning message here. There's only a couple megabytes of accessible storage for plans such as this on the watch. If you blow in a new plan, you're going to blow out your old one. If you don't want to put in a plan, you would just want to do some basic intervals, those are in here as well. And these come standard with the watch. To lock the screen, you simply push the back button once from the home screen, and there you have it. The screen is locked. You can take an on-demand heart rate sample. Since I have heart rate turned on inside the settings, all I have to do from the locked home screen is press the up navigation button. You'll see the backlight turns on briefly, and then the heart rate icon starts to flash down at the bottom of the screen under the clock. Give it a few seconds and we'll turn the backlight back on. There you can see is my heart rate. 79 BPM. I guess I'm a little riled up and anxious. Probably shouldn't have had that caffeine so late in the day. But watch, I'll take a deep breath. And my heart rate starts to come down. So relaxing. Then the mode automatically turns itself off. You might be asking, is it easy to get set up out of the box? And the answer is mostly yes. Once you take it out and give it a second to listen for the GPS signals, the clock will set itself, and from there you can start running right away. So now out here on a run with it, as you know, if you've used a Garmin watch, you get it out in the open sky. It can hear the GPS satellites, it locks in. It's also Bluetooth connected to my phone right now, which you can see that indicator on the screen. And with the heart rate monitor, it also has my heart rate already within detection. So this watch is ready to go. I just have to hit the start button to begin my run. So as I've gone into the training calendar portion, I can see today, based on my marathon date for training, I've got intervals. I can view the workout and see the steps ahead of time, but basically the watch will beep and then prompt you on screen and tell you what to do for your runs. It'll keep track of your pace through GPS, your heart rate so you can train to the zones. And these intervals are 10-minute runs in zone 4 with a rest after that, and we'll alternate that a couple times. So we'll see how it actually does once I'm running. With that zone 4.3 indicating, it's actually measuring my heart rate on the wrist, and it's going down because I'm now walking to videotape this. So I'll resume running before it alarms and says, "You're getting too low." Actually, let's see the low alarm. Let's see. Yep, there it is. So I've got to speed up. Talk to you more in a minute. Now that I've slowed back down after the second zone of running, it's in a cool down mode for 2 minutes. And if you want to check your heart rate, you toggle through the arrow menus. And obviously, since I'm walking at a fast pace, my heart rate is coming down right now. Great watch, a great tool for running as I get closer to my marathon. I have no doubt this will be a tool that helps me run stronger, faster, and more consistently for that. If you like this video, thumbs up it, leave your comments for me. If you've gotten a Forerunner 225 recently, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. And if you want to see another great video analyzing the Forerunner 225, DC Rainmaker has a really good one where he compared it to the Forerunner that uses the chest strap. Great comparo. Have a great run, and if you've got a 225, enjoy running stronger. See ya.